Natasha, and I'm going to be showing you how my clicker training project went. I had to clicker train Twix, which is my cat, for 5 weeks. Excuse me. And Twix is a 6-year-old spayed female domestic short-haired. We've been working on understanding the clicker and doing targeting, and then free shaping behavior, and then just a couple of different other things. So I'm going to show you what we learned. With the clicker, it is a secondary reinforcer. What you do is associate it with a primary reinforcer, like a treat, something that the cat likes. So it took us a while to figure out what Twix liked to eat. I went through canned chicken, freeze-dried liver treats, tuna fish, and finally found out that she likes greenie treats. And as much as I thought that it would take a while for her to eat, it actually ended up being a really quick treat for her to eat, and that we can continue with our training sessions. So first what I did was associate the clicker with the treat. Twix. Good girl. She never really took the treat from my hand. She always just eats it from the ground. So that's kind of just how we do it. What I did was I trained her how to target, and my target was a chopstick that I put a piece of tape at the very end of it. So as long as she put her nose towards the end of this chopstick, I would click and treat. Twix, target. Good girl. And I tried to be really quick with giving the treat right after the click, so that she associates the click and the treat all as one reward. And then what I did was I used the target to train her to come to me. Twix, come. Good girl. One of the other behaviors that she learned just by herself was to sit. I didn't train her to sit. So that was actually her free shaping behavior. When she would come to me, she would just automatically sit. So then I just gradually added a cue to it where she just sat down automatically. Twix, come here. Come. Good girl. You sit. You sit. Good girl. Good girl, Twix. A couple of the other things that we learned was to give high five. I started by putting a piece of chicken in my hand, and then she would try to get the chicken from my hand, and then I would click and treat then. So now, generally, we can just put our hand out. High five. Good girl. And then click and treat. One of the other behaviors we learned was to bag up, and we use the target with this. Something in your mouth. You bag up. Good girl. Good job. The target was also really good to train Twix to go in and out of the carrier. That was probably one of the hardest things we had to learn, because every time she saw the carrier, she would take off. So what I had to start doing was putting the carrier out while she ate, while we just did other training sessions, so that she learned that it was okay to be out, that she didn't have to make it a negative experience. So we will go into our carrier. Come on, baby. Yeah. Carrier. Good girl. Come on, Twix. Come on now. Yeah. Good girl. Good job. And then the last thing we learned was to do obstacles. These are really simple, basic obstacles. They're toilet paper and hangers. So this way, if she knocked it down, it wasn't a big deal. I started out with one obstacle, and then I slowly added a second one, and then I added a third. And then she would actually use the target to follow, to jump over the obstacles and back. Twix, come here. Go over. Go over. I know, you have to do it. Good girl. Can you do one more? Well, we might just end up doing one. Twix, go over. Twix. Target. Good girl. There's one thing I noticed with her, that if I ever did any like partial reinforcement, she did not want to listen very well. Come here, Twix. Go over. Come on, babies. Can you go over? Well, I think I was the only one that we're gonna get for today. I really enjoyed working with Twix and doing this clicker training project. I learned a lot. We learned a lot on how to work with each other. With just everything, I learned how to be more patient, and you know, the more we worked together and the more that I found treats that she liked, then she was more willing and happy to do clicker training. She wanted to come up into the bedroom and work on everything. So this was just a really great experience, and I was really happy that we got to do this.